And really, you know, his family was just, everyone was so helpful in getting him down from Pennsylvania. And, we thank you.
I don't know what to say to you because I'm kind of overwrought right now. But it would be a good thing to be taken back to that time. And generally, it was all true. He made a few mistakes.
That's what Nancy's always telling me.
But what can I say? I love being with all of you and with the world. And you know, there was nothing for me back at that time, the way it looked. And then all these other good things happened. My existing children are right there. I lost one son in an automobile accident. And
How many times have you been in the hospital since you left South Mountain?
oh,
Once.
maybe 1,000. No, I have regular 6-month checkups at Penn State University Hospital in Philadelphia.
But you haven't spent a night in the hospital again since then, have you?
Well, you don't know something. What happened in 3 years ago on June 29th.
Hold the mic up, please.
Oh, sorry. I was out riding my bicycle. And
How old were you when you were riding your bike?
well, 3 years ago, I was 87. But anyway, an automobile came along and hit my bike and hit me. And so I was knocked off of it, and the ambulance took me to the hospital. And after 2 days of examinations, they told me that I had a blood spot in the front of my brain and one on the rear of my brain. But from what they could detect, nothing would occur from that. It would be all right. Well, I went out and started my life over for normalcy. And I was talking to one of my children on the telephone, and all of a sudden I said, I could no longer talk. So I couldn't pronounce any words. And of course, my daughter there took me to the hospital immediately. And then they opened my skull up and they did some work on it. And said, you better go to the education meeting. No, they did the work, and again, they put me in pretty good condition and sent me home. And then my head started to leak subsequently, and something was draining out there. And so they decided to take me in and operate on me again. And in that operation, they removed part of my skull. I have a hole right here. There was only skin there now. It's no longer part of the skull. But anyway, they removed that because it was putrid. It was no longer practical to have. And anyway, let's see.
But your lungs were in good shape.
Well, the good thing about they knew about my lungs prior to this, and the one doctor there marveled when he X-rayed me. He said that the young though the left lung was cured by calcification. It just means that all the cavitation and if there's any germs there, it's like putting a cement over it. And so that existed. But anyway, it cut the ability of my lung to function tremendously. But I never knew it. And the reason I never knew it is because he said my left lung grew and encompassed the area where my right lung was. I thought above it and around it. And I never had any inability to breathe and, do things. I'll never forget Edgar, Cayce, and anything that this institution ever wants me to do, I'll be happy to do.
Thank you all. This has been great. We're going to have a great Congress this week.